team of birds from across the River Severn to come here and fly today and hopefully educate you about birds of prey in Britain and abroad, and also talk to you a little bit about falconry, which was around in medieval times, because this is obviously a medieval event. So the two birds that we're flying at the moment, the Harris's hawks, and they're also known as the bay wing hawk. Okay, you can find them in South America, through Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, parts of Chile, also up into parts of North America. They're one of the only birds of prey. We need to keep that bloom down, young man. They're one of the only birds of prey that actually hunt in packs. Okay, they're known as the wolves of the sky. All right. So we've got a male and female here today. Go on, go and have a punch up with that. Go on, go and sort yourselves out. There you go. Now the female's the larger bird out of the two. She's the governor, a bit like our well chaps, you know. Basically, what she says he has to do. Otherwise, she could kill him. Okay. Now in the wild, they also have more. They can have more than one mate. Okay. The females can be quite greedy. They can have up to 3 males. These two birds are in mature plumage. Okay. When they're first hatched and they first pop out, they don't look like this. Okay. They're a lighter brown. Okay. They haven't got the large bar around the base of the wing. And as they get older, they turn into their sexual maturity. Their plumage changes into this colour. Alright? Now this is basically the dustman of the countryside of North America and South America. These birds will eat anything, okay? Their main food source is jackrabbits, which are slightly different to our bunnies. Jackrabbits in America don't dig holes, whereas our bunnies go underground. And actually, rabbits in Britain aren't native, they was introduced by the French. So what these birds do is they work as a team, and as you can see, these two are sitting up in the tree. Imagine another 10. So if there was cactuses all around the base of this tree and they knew that there was a jackrabbit in there, what they would do, 1 or 2 would jump out of the tree and they would actually go in and flush the bunny out. Okay? Now the rabbit would be running all over the place. The rest of the pack would come out and follow them on, and they would basically wear the bunny down until it can't run anymore. Now unfortunately for that bunny, birds of prey eat their food alive. So that bunny would get stuffed by about 10 of them, okay? Sometimes they let the juveniles eat first, sometimes not. This bird would also eat things like snakes, lizards, all sorts of reptiles, carrion, so dead animals, you know. And this is part of their role, because if we have dead animals around on the ground, not only would we get disease, so these birds clear it all up for us, okay? Right, so they're quite an agile bird. Oh dear. Oh, they weren't sure about that. They're quite an agile bird, as you can see, they're quite fast. Come on, hey, hey, hey! Come on, there's no little, there we go, there's one. Okay, that's a male. Where's the female? So they hunt by eyesight. These birds have got fantastic eyesight. Come on, Chase, come on. And they hunt by movement. Okay, this is a daytime feeding bird. Now, one of the things that they do is they roost on top of cactuses that you'll see in the Wild West films. Now, this could be an adaptation of why their plumage doesn't come all the way down to the base of the feet, because if you're having to stand on a cactus, you don't want your feathers getting caught. They also do something else in the wild called stacking, and no one actually knows why they do it. So what they'll do is they'll sit 5 or 6 birds on top of each other. I don't know if it's to get a higher perspective. I'm not going to shout as I'm walking over it because it's quite loud, isn't it? They'll stack on each other's backs. They don't know if it's to get a higher perspective or if it's just a sociable thing. Yeah. So Tracy's 4, and this is Pedro. Pedro is 17 this year. Okay, so he's quite old. In captivity, these birds can live for about 25 to 30 years, so their longevity is very good. You can buy any bird of prey in Britain. You don't need to be licensed. Now, when these birds came in the 70s, these birds were costing £2,500 each. Today, you can actually probably go onto eBay and find one of these for £300, which is very poor. And we've currently got about 2,500 Harris Hawks flying around in the British countryside, which again is very bad, because not only will they kill our native wildlife, but they could possibly crossbreed with our buzzards. So we really don't need them here, okay? And it's just something I like to get across, because as I say, birds of prey, you know, they live a long time. And if you don't know what you're doing with them, which is why we've got 2,500 of them flying about in the wild, it's pretty poor really, and it doesn't help with conservation, especially in this country. So, you know, these birds are real aggressive hunting birds. They damage our wildlife from barn owls to little owls and all sorts of stuff. Okay, the fastest living thing on planet Earth that's been recorded is a peregrine falcon. It was flown at 246 miles an hour, which is extremely fast, okay? The reason they know this, there was a gentleman in Canada who was a parachute instructor. However, he also flew birds of prey. So over a period of 36 jumps from 14,000 feet, what they were doing, he was jumping out, 10 seconds later they were releasing his bird and she was following him down. It took 36 attempts because every time she actually reached him, she stopped and started flying down at the same speed. And they went on and on and on. Anyway, on the 36 attempt, she went flying past him. They could record it because the bird had a tracking system on it, and she was going at 236 miles an hour. Now, this bird isn't going to be flying at 236 miles an hour. It'd be lovely if he did. However, hopefully, he's going to behave himself today, because we do have a lot of pigeons around and we have a lot of stuff going on. So when this bird is flying, guys, you must make sure you're not moving about, okay? Because if you think you're going to get out of the way of this bird, you're wrong. He's already made his mind up 30 yards before he's got to you, and the bird will smack you straight in the eyes. You'll end up looking like me, and you definitely don't want that, do you? You said no. Right. Okay, so this is Rupert, okay? Now, flying Harris Hawks and flying falcons are completely different things. Flying a falcon properly is an art, and being this a medieval event, they've been using falcons for, well, we've been using birds of prey for over 4,000 years to hunt, to catch food. And also back in the days when the kings would order their servants to go to places like Norway, they would spend 4 years out there trying to find their king the biggest Ger falcons possible. So the biggest falcons on the planet are Gers. And depending on your status in life, if you was a king, you'd fly a Ger. If you was one of the servants, you might fly the ladies would fly a Merlin. The servants or the guys that look after the king would possibly fly a Tiercel, which is a male peregrine, and so on and so on. And if you was a peasant, you probably wouldn't fly one at all. Okay, so it gave you some sort of status. And they would take these birds out and they would actually go after things like herons, they would possibly catch hares and other birds like water game, so on and so on. So a lot of the terminology that we use today, in today's speaking, comes from falconry. So the term fed up actually comes from the bird being fed up. The word or the term caddy in golf actually came from the term cadge, which was the gentleman that carried the birds for the king. Okay, so there's lots and lots of terminology. I have to be honest, the history side of it isn't really my thing. I'm more conservation based, but it is fascinating. So if you look at this bird, the design, the adaptation of him is very different to the horse. He is basically designed for aerodynamics, which means he's very fast. He's got a head like a bullet, okay? He's also got two baffles on the top of his cere, and when the birds are out later on, if you want to come and have a look at them, you're more than welcome. These baffles, we actually designed aircraft engine around these, okay? And what they do is they allow the bird to breathe while he's travelling at very fast speeds. So don't do this at home, guys, but if you was in a car doing 120, you wouldn't stick your head out of it and you'd struggle to breathe. This bird can fly very fast and breathe at the same time. He's also got a third eyelid called a nictitae membrane. And this allows the bird to fly, but he can actually see through it at the same time, so it protects his eyes from dust. I'm going to give him a whisk. Now then, guys, as I said, when he's flying around, please stay nice and still. And when I start swinging the lure, no movement at all, okay? Right, off you go, come on. Okay, so this is Rupert. As you can see, he's off he goes. And what I do is I swing the lure, and hopefully, Rupert will see me swinging this lure. Hello, here he is, getting beaten up by a crow. You alright, buddy? You alright? Now this is called waiting on, that's a clue, don't go for that. Okay, so I'm now going to get a look. Hey! Hey! He's enjoying this. Right guys, nice and still. He's struggling to fly. Okay, I'm going to hit him again. Hopefully he can fly. Here he comes. Come on! Hey! You're enjoying this too much, aren't you? Come on! Hey! Hey! Don't speak from there, for God's sake. Here we go. No? Okay, you enjoying it? I know this is a bit of sightseeing for you really, isn't it? Now, one of the things, guys, is if he doesn't want to come down, I can't physically get him down. So, Rupert! Hey! 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 Oh, here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting a good flight here. You can see the bird's fit anyway. Come on! Oh no. Oh, there's two. Hey! Here we go. He's turned back around. Right, so fingers crossed. Come on. Hey! Come on! Come on!
C'est barré.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
C'est barré.
he's just enjoying himself. I don't know if the goals are that much. So this is a long-winged bird, okay? So what happens is when this bird goes up nice and high like this, if there's anything underneath him, he'll fold his wings and he'll stoop in very fast. Alright, and that's why the aerodynamics on this bird is like this. Hey! 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 They're all beating him up, look! Oh no! It's meant to be the other way around. Now the one thing with this bird is, I haven't trained this bird to hunt, okay? And there is a reason for that. When it comes to flying in demonstrations like this, if this bird actually knew what he could do to those birds and that bird there, he would just go after them and tag them all. But because he doesn't, and I've trained him not to hunt because I want him to return, he doesn't actually know that he can go around and actually beat these guys up. What do you reckon, Bob? Oh, well, I'll go into the bar, and you're alright with the telemetry? Okay.
He's gone.
This is good exercise for me, though.
He's on the Thames right now.
I like spinning things around.